righty. TQ Podcast Show, episode 3. Count them, 3. The third installment.
3 weeks straight.
Third's a charm,
I just
or
heard
so they say. All right.
we had
We
like an
got your
old,
host.
hold
We
on, we
got
had,
your
we had the
host.
old podcast, and that shit was like we had like two of them Johns. So
Right.
this is a new
camera better
record.
than mine.
That's a new record.
This is a new record.
Yeah.
The objective is consistency.
Yes, sir.
All right. We got me,
And that's the one thing
TQ
I'm feeling.
Aftermath 115. To the right of me, I don't know the order just on my screen. To the right of me, we have Almighty Cotton,
I remember me. Funniest shit of last week.
the resident Crip. To the right of
Neighbor,
him,
neighbor.
to the right of him, we have Infinite Ghost.
You, producer, director, a Naruto fanatic. You see the Sharingan.
Sharingan Ground Fire. One of the best abilities in any anime ever. Alrighty, we got
I was testing that. My fault.
you got the Omega Boost sign in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. He
Ignore that.
legitimate.
I
He
was trying to see how that shit would look on here.
We got Phoenix Unade, the creator of
what's up
Omega
with
Boost.
What's up with y'all? I go by Region Phoenix, Kwan Unade, Phoenix Unade, whichever one.
3000.
Anything but that.
Quan Chow.
Quan 13. Shadow Quan 13.
I really want to change that, but yeah. Oh, anything but that as well.
Alrighty. And to the right of him, we have Zing, the resident light skin on the panel.
I ain't light skinned, but I guess I'm claiming it today. I'm a musical fanatic out here writing all the best raps and better than everybody in here. I had to make that once more.
Allegedly. Allegedly. We have the Loxy 001. That is not Wayne. If you hear someone call him Wayne, that's not who he is.
It's your boy Zaloxy, aka Wayne 2.0, aka Wayne 2.3. Update, I'm actually
3.14.
Wayne 2.4. Now the 3.14, I think the original Wayne took that, but you mean?
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
Wayne
eerie. Like even hearing him speak, I feel like somebody is like performing some type of lip sync. Like he's like I don't know, but
He's
all
about
right.
to start operating off of facial recognition, so he knows the
Chill.
real deal.
All right. A resident light skin, music fanatic, and allegedly best writer. We're gonna hand it to you, and we're gonna do the character versus.
First,
Who will win? Dante versus Kratos.
for me, I'm going Dante. I feel like Kratos has died before.
Every game,
He's
literally every game,
he finds a
except-
way
except
back,
for-
but
except for the
the new ones, the
the new
remakes.
one.
Remake.
But he literally gets killed like every time. He escapes the underworld every time, but he comes back. So I don't know Dante. Who beat Dante?
Virgil.
Mundus?
and Mundus.
Crucified
They
your boy.
won the fight, but they didn't kill him though. Like he spun the block.
Crucified me.
Yeah,
Are
but
y'all-
that's just gonna start another tangent. It's just gonna start another.
Who else was a Dante? Who else is choosing Dante?
Wait,
Me,
what you
of
say?
course.
Who else choosing Dante? I mean,
Me.
All of you?
Me.
No,
I
everybody
don't-
go one by one. Say who they choosing.
okay.
Quan, you go first.
There you go.
I don't have an exact answer because it depends on like what game which Dante and which Kratos, because like it's like you can say DMC5 Dante and then the old man Kratos, and it's like
The best variation of both. The best variation of both.
that's also debatable.
Mm.
I mean, like, because you could say DMC4 Dante the best, but I mean, like DMC3 Dante got literally has doppelganger and time stop, and then you got DMC. I guess it would have to be DMC5 Dante because he got that new devil trigger. It kind of like overshadows all that shit.
DSP5 is the latest like one chronologically, right?
Yeah.
That
And
shit-
in terms of Kratos, like even he kind of tricky. Though I feel like with the current Kratos now, like he's a bit nerfed because he don't got the Olympian magic anymore. So
That
it's
is
like
so
it
true.
would have to be him in his prime.
Which is God of
But
War 3.
Yeah, God of War 3. So I mean, if we going by that, then we pretty much would. I think it'd be fair to go DMC4 Dante.
You can include their feats
'Cause
too if
those-
you want. Sorry to cut you off.
What'd you say?
You can include their feats. It don't matter. You can utilize all of them together. That's the same
I
character.
mean, at this point, I'm just gonna pick favorites, and I'm gonna say Dante.
All right, Zine, you go ahead.
100% thinking Kratos is winning. Why? Very simple. Very simple. That nigga been fighting gods. Dante been fighting them weak ass demons. He is the devil, and he weak too. Alright, your father, trash. Your brother, trash. I fuck with her, but trash.
Whoa. We not gonna get on Virgil though. That's homie. Like he.
I'm trying to stop the motivation.
All I'm saying
Only
is,
nigga cooler than Dante is Virgil.
For
That's
real.
crazy, like.
all I'm saying is trash. So, but when it comes down to it, look about it. And God of War, let's say third one. All my nigga got, they give him what? How many weapons? He don't use a sword, do he? He used the
Leviathan X.
the axe, and he used
Leviathan X. Y'all can hear me, can you? Fuck.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
No, I was wrong with you. Yeah, and then
Terrible.
yeah, you're hearable. What's the weapon he was using? The twin
The Blaze
twin
of Chaos?
The
yeah,
Blade.
them joints. See, I'm not as knowledgeable in the game, but I just know who's cold. So, but it's like, I don't like the face he made. My fault. It made you laugh. But when it come down to it, every time you see him, you want to say he died, that's cool, and all. But like, think about it. Look at the people they've been fighting against. Look at the people they're really fighting against. Kratos has literally been fighting gods.
Fair enough.
Every single one of them
Deities.
Yeah. You gonna put Dante in this list? Dante using guns. What's a gun gonna do to a real nigga?
He with the sticky
I'm about to say, like, come on, let's not forget, like, this nigga got his own Pandora's box, like.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
that
He got like
shit- and that shit-
999 weapons in there.
It's actually 666.
I know, but I didn't feel comfortable.
Who got that many weapons?
He's not gonna say that.
Who got that many weapons?
Dante.
Dante can still get his ass whipped. You wanna know why? Cause he ain't fighting like my nigga is. You think Dante colder than Kratos with the hands?
If he need,
You
if
don't want
be.
to ask me that question. You don't want to ask me that question.
Hey, listen, it don't even make no sense. In the games, Dante was flying. It don't even make no damn sense. My nigga was shooting guns in the air and sitting in the air, floating down, shooting them. He don't even be looking at who he's shooting at. He don't.
He probably don't.
You got like 10 times the flare, in my view.
He also
is-
got a bottomless clip. Like he got
Yeah,
the
he
Resident
got a
Evil cheat code.
Like Ebony and Ivory. Come on. What are you buying?
When my nigga really
He took a shot from Chris' revolver.
That's what I mean.
I don't even know who that is.
That's a feat. Chris Redfield?
Yeah, that's a
Feat.
All right, I
Probably
don't
a
even know
feat.
that is. All right.
So I don't even know who that is. Go ahead,
I'm just
Fine.
saying. Kratos smacked Ares. Did he
That's
not?
cool.
My
I ain't-
nigga,
I ain't
Johnny-
mad at
You
Listen,
know.
So like,
I ain't
I'm
mad at
Dodgy fighting us like
Yeah,
Every
like
time-
they was kind
Like
of.
niggas in his size, for real. Besides some of them random ass demons, most of them demons was his size. Kratos was
Kratos
fighting.
died by getting
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. By your same logic, like Bayonetta, and I don't even like just bringing other characters into it, but
We're not talking about
Bayonetta,
Bayonetta,
she was killing deities too. So, like,
but she a totally different breed.
but she don't stand she don't hold the candle next to Dante. So
But she don't hold a candle against my nigga Kratos either. Kratos smacked that bitch. On the
yeah, I
gang.
mean, you telling me Kratos smacking Ares? I can tell you Bayonetta slapped a deity in her world too. Like that's not really.
That's
They
her
ain't
world.
really doing. They ain't really holding much.
That ain't a real deity.
How cool you look doing it though?
She a demon.
how cool you look doing that.
Demon hunter.
Like,
She built
Vir-
that.
What style points
Dante
looking
was
like?
fighting
Power
Virgil
points
in
matter.
the raindrops, but in between raindrops.
She has the ability to stop time.
In
The bitch,
between raindrops.
she be stopping time. The bitch
They
is
was
cheating.
swinging the swords in between raindrops.
I ain't gonna lie. That's
You
cold.
ever move out in the rain? You ever do anything in the rain? You think you would do stuff in between raindrops?
Who you think I am?
Just asking.
No.
Who next though? Who next though?
That would be me.
All right, Dran, who you got? Virgil? I'm lying. I'm stupid. My
Virgil.
apologies.
Which Virgil?
Dante versus Kratos. Who winning?
Who I like to believe will win is Kratos.
No, who winning?
Oh, Dante.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
I don't know. I was told that if you kill Dante, you got to kill him a second time.
That is true.
And like they said,
Is they talking about? Is they applying gold orbs into the equation? Because at that point, that nigga got like that's bro.
What's the gold
shit.
orb?
Like
Come on now.
gold
Come
orbs
on.
bring you back from death.
Come on.
I'm talking about like his double form.
Oh,
Come
okay.
on.
all right,
Double
all
orb.
right.
Never formed this saucy. I ain't gonna catch.
I ain't see him losing that form, so
That's what I'm saying. And I didn't think
The
Kratos
rebuttal
get
is
past
he
the
wasn't
couple
fighting
times.
Kratos in that form either, so that's another.
You said you
reveal.
ain't see him losing that for him. I mean, smack him out of it.
Who?
When he was that nigga in the chair, remember?
Yeah.
I mean, technically it's Virgil, but I mean, like at
I mean, I think Kratos would have lost the ball too, though. But hey, what do I know? I don't know. And then another argument, Dante wasn't even trying to do him. All right. Zaloxy, who you got winning? Dante.
Dante, by default, Dante. It don't make
Oh, all
no
right,
sense.
see, that's the
God of
correct
War
thing.
Ragnarok. Spoilers a little bit for God of War Ragnarok. If you didn't play it, my bad. Skip past. But in the very beginning, Kratos died by getting chin checked by a hammer. Now, I remember when
he
you
said,
got
"I'm
God
not done
of
with you
War,
yet."
yeah, God of War, the game over screne pops up when Kratos dies. So that signified that he died. And all you hear is, "I'm not done with you yet, bro." He hit him with the fucking revive with the hammer. Now you telling me Dante has been stabbed through the fucking body, whole abdomen split in almost every game, damn near.
Nero was teeing off on him.
He
Yeah,
pulled the sword out of his own abdomen
right.
effortlessly.
Pulled the sword out with ease. Like, all right, yeah, that hurt a little bit, but like my brother did that a couple years ago, so I'm kind of used to it. And Kratos cannot take a hammer to the chin. A boxer could do that to him.
Who
That's
hit that
crazy.
nigga in the chin though?
Thor hit him in the
That
chin.
is the Thor, the god of
Understand, they're both on the same plane of taking pain and dishing out pain. He chin
That didn't happen to Dante.
I'm positive
Please
Dante
said
can
number
take
one.
way more damage than Kratos. If you're telling me,
Of course.
what he
I
just
never seen that happen to Dante.
They can't.
who in Devil May Cry you got smacking Dante with a hammer?
Who? Huh?
His own brother. The only nigga that can
Virgil.
really stop
Yeah.
him is his own brother.
and Mundus, like they didn't
You
even
ain't seen him
they couldn't even kill
before?
Mundus. They had to seal him away.
You ain't
Mundus
seen
is
him
a-
on
Mundus is broken though. He's broken.
Sparta.
It's just for all we know, that
Sparta.
nigga's a myth. We haven't seen his face before.
It's the father is broken.
His children fire. So as a pop, he fired. Come on, cut it out. You know how
Even
much
if father is
Valkyrie take over Sparta? The son of Sparta. They don't even address Dante as Dante sometimes. They just call him the son of Sparta.
Because they don't know who that
and
nigga
you're not wrong.
is.
Who
His father is salty.
Who Kratos pop?
Zeus.
He smacked
Zeus.
every.
But they don't call Kratos the son of Zeus. Why,
They call him the ghost
Why
of
would you
Sparta.
call him the son of Zeus if you beat the shit out of him?
Exactly.
They call him the ghost of Sparta.
The Ghost of Sparta is hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
Ghost of Sparta is fire, though.
Ghost of Sparta is hard.
The Ghost of Sparta is fire, though. But it is what it is.
But that doesn't mean all the people got killed. He's the last person left.
Yeah.
Did you
I
pick
mean,
it? Did you pick?
Well, yeah. Dante. Period. Dante, he, in my opinion, he cooler. So that's
He's cooler.
He is cooler. I'm not gonna deny that. I fuck with
Star
Dante.
points definitely
aesthetic.
better.
I think Dante can do more. I think Dante does more damage, but I think Kratos can take more. No. Kratos begin this shit rocks.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Kratos be getting this shit stop. And I love Kratos. He be taking them hits.
Thor's whooping the nigga ass, bro. And he's kept getting up.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you compare Thor, like think about it. If Thor can smack and literally smack, like you think Thor ain't beating the fuck out of Dante?
Nah.
Fuck
Nah.
no.
But
Dante-
if we're gonna be
Dante
real,
little
ain't,
smoother.
if we
He-
gonna be real, ain't none of those Norse guys touching any of the guys. Like
Hell no.
Touching what God?
Dante is gonna get him
the
heated
Greek
by
guys, like
fucking
all the
mad
like what Odin and them doing when Zeus step in that on that island?
Nothing.
Yeah, they getting
Exactly.
packed up.
it's a
They
pack
getting
one.
packed up.
They getting packed. What's boxing? Like, no, the game's over. You might as well just surrender.
I feel like this
I thought
Slash FF.
the new God
So,
of War
almost-
are more toned down, so even the gods are toned down. I feel like if
yeah, because if it was way up there, like there wouldn't be no that nigga would be dead next
I
season.
think it's almost unanimous. Like there's
Yeah.
one dissenting view who has the incorrect opinion, but for the
Because
most
I'm a real nigga.
part, everybody picked Dante. So
I got the feeling a lot of people want to disagree with that. Like,
you think a lot of people
I think Kratos is so mainstream nowadays. People don't really know who
they
Dante.
might,
Yeah, you right.
and
You're
they'll
right.
be wrong.
You're right.
Personally, I like Devil May Cry more than God of War, but I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
deny
who
the fact.
cooler? Then who
I mean,
cooler?
Who
I'll tell you, nigga, you
Who
seen that
cooler?
drip, my nigga? You seen that
I ain't
drip,
talking
my
about
nigga?
Frieza, brother. I'm talking about who between Kratos and Dante. Who cooler?
This new Kratos,
Dante.
he not it. If it was old
Do
Kratos,
you see what you see
Yeah,
what
that's what I
Kratos
was
is
saying.
wearing?
Like
I'll
Kratos
grind
in
that
his
nigga the fuck up.
prime, like
I would light that nigga the fuck up. What? Stop it.
Also,
That nigga-
Dante be in his bag though. He be hilarious. Like after he be killing demons, like sometimes he be in his Duffy. I remember DMC4 when he was like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna need that sword back when Nero lost." Like, yo,
Fucking mug beam.
like he when he was come on. And then I know just one little segment. Quan and Deem know how annoying that puzzle part was with the Shing and the
oh
and
yeah,
had
yeah, the
land
fucking
on
forest. That shit was a nightmare.
And Dante said, "I ain't going through all this." Like, no, I'm good. So give me Dante. Give me Dante.
Who would win in a battle with versus Makima versus Gojo?
Gojo. Okay.
Gojo? We
Who?
just gonna look.
All right.
I got
Makima
versus Gojo.
Makima from Chainsaw Man versus Gojo from JoJo Bizarre, I believe.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Did-
I
oh,
haven't watched it yet.
then Gojo. Oh, we talking about the nigga with the white with the eyes?
Yeah, with the white hair and the
Oh,
blonde.
Gojo. That nigga's cheating.
I don't even know if we gotta do that one. To be completely
Yeah,
honest, I
I've
don't even
heard
think it's
different
necessary.
opinions though. Like that's why I was
Oh.
saying. Like I gotta
Different
ask
opinions.
everybody. I
Listen,
gotta
Quan.
ask everybody.
Quan, we could differ. Like, so I'm gonna say 2 + 2 = 4, right? You could think it's any other number and say that's a different opinion, and we just gonna have to respect it. That's all. But 2 + 2 = 4.
But I'm not
though.
the one with the opinion here.
What we'll do with that one is for us it's kind of like easy, but for y'all in the comment section, if I know more than us, let us know if it's not as easy as
Why
we think
doesn't she get slaughtered? That's basically that's basically what we're saying. Why doesn't she get slaughtered?
He has smacked the
I
reanimation
think
out of her, bro. Fuck out of here.
I can answer that.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
what I
answer?
said. I knew
Why
he
she
could
doesn't
answer.
get
Like,
slaughtered?
I knew he could answer.
Answer that for us.
It'll be hard to slaughter her because she has multiple contracts. And in Chainsaw Man, when you make a contract, there's consequences with that, and things happen with that contract. Well, let's say I got a contract where you can use this demon can take my arm, but the key trait to that is that this demon can also have these ghost hands that grab shit. But with Makima, no one knows what her contract is. At least not the rest of them. We know about some of them, but not all of them. One main thing: if you kill her, she has a contract to where whatever happens to her happens to a random Japanese citizen.
Instead,
Specifically, yeah.
Instead?
Instead, and mind you, in fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, there has recently been a massacre of Japanese people. I'm not going to get into spoilers and all that. What happened? But that would happen again, and it's against Jujutsu Kaisen's moral code to bring harm to normal Japanese civilians. Now, with the knowledge of going after Makima, and you kill her, shoot her in the head, blow her fucking body up, it do not matter. It's going to happen to a random person, and she's going to keep coming back.
Fuck them citizens.
That's a problem. Yeah, you can say that, but the people of Jujutsu Kaisen, they can't say that. That's their whole deal.
question-
Like Japan.
So the question I would ask you is, now this is where the divide becomes a question about the distinction between the shows. Are her contracts in effect in his domain? Because that's a separate place where whatever happens to you there, whoever domain is stronger, whatever happens to you there happens to you. Like all attacks has 100% accuracy. So when you say there's like a damage translocation that goes on, whatever happens to her, somebody else is substituted. Would that even work within his domain?
Yeah.
And would she even function? Because the boy that was in it.
My fault. I seen like 6 episodes of Chainsaw Man, and when it was in that hotel, I tried using this like his wolf John, but it wasn't there with him, so he couldn't use it. So what you saying? You got some merit behind it, but what's the chick with the ghost contract?
Oh, with the iPad, right? I
Yeah.
forget her name.
She can still use her
That's
John. She can still use her John in there, but Aki couldn't use his John.
So, but Dean, what that established is that what the thing responsible for that situation, that tells you that those people can be put in extracurricular situations. I'm saying is if you in Gojo's if you in his domain, how do we even know you effective? Like the boy that was put in Gojo's domain, there was nothing he could do. He literally was stuck like this. He was like, I see everything. I can't move though. Like he got one shot it effortlessly. So I don't know if you could do anything in his domain.
He was fodder though.
He was. Or I say that to say is what effects does his domain have on you, and does his attacks land? I think his attacks land if you go in there, and I don't know how many contracts she got.
Not enough. No one knows how many.
She got a family plan? Like what she got?
It's more like a population plan. That's what I'm hearing.
She also got an ability to where she makes you say the target's name, and then she will instantly kill them by just meaning with her hands.
I saw that. That joint was crazy. All I'm saying is, I feel like Gojo could body the demon she did contracts with.
I was about to say the same thing because personally,
stop her.
Did she
had info on him?
This who you did a deal
with? It's where it get a little shaky because, like, at this point, we kind of reaching spoiler territory at this point because I kind of had the answer to what you just said, Jay, but I don't. I don't want to like.
And then it's cursed techniques. They're literally sealing spirits away. They literally sealing spirits away. So the spirit that you're. He said, he's firm. Oh, he knows something.
And I also will say something. It's like I haven't even seen it. Like my man has done spoiled this thing for me 1,001 times. I don't even care about the show. I think he called me. However, the one thing I do remember about that, he lost to the person. Didn't she lose to the person she made a contract with? Like, not to be a spoiler, but like, didn't she literally save me?
I don't know nothing. I watched the first season.
But if you see what happened after that, she not really Yamin. But that's again spoiler territory.
Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in this. We're gonna put a pin in this, and we're gonna revisit this.
All right, because from what I was that like, the fight not only depends on the situation, but also who analyzes who first, because whoever analyzes who, they're going to realize, well, this fight is not in my favor or any of our favors. So, like, it could be mutually assured destruction.
But my thing is, how does she damage him?
That's what I'm asking. He has infinity.
It's I want to say it's so fucking bad.
You can. Go ahead, shoot your shot. All
right. So she has this superiority complex thing where if she believes that she's better than the opponent, then she actually.
I knew this was coming.
She ain't gonna believe that though. Soon as he pull up the joint, she gonna be like, oh, it's him. Gojo do this. She gonna be like, oh, it's him.
Gojo was him. That's all I'm saying. Gojo
was him.
She gonna fall in love.
Like the shit she do with Denji, that all of that go out the window. Like all of this superiority. But like this, everybody that looked at Gojo know he was bull. Like so, it ain't even. She gonna think she.
She like what's her ability? If she thinks she's stronger than you, she becomes stronger than you.
Yeah, she has complete control.
It's literally paradox. Okay.
She can control you.
Yeah.
But like how?
To like the purest degree, like if she tell you to kneel or kill yourself, like it's like she got to come.
But
Can't fight that.
So
we talking the Code Geass type shit.
If he just establishes dominance, then she realized that
That's what I'm saying. In what capacity could she be over him? Like what she want? Like
That's why I said it depends on the context of the situation. Like I don't feel like Gojo just gonna approach her off jump and be like, "All right, time to open eyes." Red, like
yes, it is. It's a demon. That's the fucking thing.
That red and the blue is over.
That's what I'm saying. This is where her other contract come into play, where whatever he do to her is gonna boo. But I don't think she would think she's better than him though. The moment he red and blue that, and then she do something to him, is like, no, it's infinity, sweetheart.
That's weird because if you got an ego, you gonna be better than everybody.
Yeah.
But some people you're not better than.
And I mean, just look at it. She apathetic as fuck.
You're not, but damn, it's certain people and like, man, she knows she not better than like.
But come on. If she got an ego, she don't though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no. She knew she wasn't better than Chainsaw Man. Let's be real.
She who?
Everybody think they better than him.
Everybody think they better than him.
He emptied it. Both fell for multiple tracks. He fell for the goofy goof.
That's Dingy falling for it though.
The African prince said, "I got a bridge I'm trying to sell you," and Dingy fell for it. So.
I got a bridge I'm trying to sell you.
I got a bridge I'm trying to sell you. Long story short, this is my thing, right? All right, yeah, all right.
What happened? You want me to?
The next one, we're gonna put a pin in that one. We're gonna revisit it.
I'm gonna skip this Yusuke versus Mikey one, all right? Because I feel like
all right.
I feel like we know who really gonna win.
Mikey wins that easy.
Mikey win that easily. I had to really think about that. I think it's cheating.
Mikey was the OG and
got hit by a car and died.
Yeah. Chill.
Mikey will never. I'm just saying.
All right. Who will win in this battle versus Yugi?
Yes, sir.
Yugi or Ash Ketchum?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ash Ketchum.
Ash is ass.
Ash is about to whoop that nigga ass.
When did he? This is a question that I'm left asking. When did he win? Like when did he do it?
This nigga cares about his Pokemon. End of discussion.
Hold on. He didn't specify Yami. He said Yugi.
Even regular young Yugi winning.
Yes.
Regular young boy Yugi winning.
Okay.
What Yugi you talking about? You talking about the little one?
Yugi is Yugi.
The one that was getting bullied in school, or
yeah.
Yugi
became the king of games. Yugi became the king of games regardless of him having.
I mean, he took Ash 20 years on the championship. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
hold on. You're not finna do that to Ash. Like, Ash should have won in the Johto League. He should have won the Johto League. He should have won the Orange Island. He should have won in the Sinnoh League.
Ash don't know nothing about Eevees and Ivies.
Why is he still on his neck?
I bet money.
What? Ash had broke-ass teams.
Don't know nothing about that. And plus, Ash don't got no powers.
Who need powers?
He do.
When your Pokemon can
powers.
take over
powers.
Your Pokemon can literally destroy it.
But his Pokemon was never crazy though. The best one he had was Charizard, and he left him.
And he didn't even listen to him. Like
Charizard didn't listen to him because he knew he was weak at that point in time.
Yeah, Latias in the movie.
Yeah. Dean, what happened to him? He got smacked by a hyper beam, and what happened to him? Smacked by a hyper beam, and what happened to him?
He got turned to stone.
Exactly. Ash ain't really that, so you gotta give me Yugi.
But who was Yugi facing on that level?
Merrick?
Who?
What Merrick going to do for Darkrai?
Oh, huh?
Merrick, he got
Slifer.
What Slifer going to do when you got Mewtwo's and what the fuck? Look at who they were going against.
Play the OST. He ain't listening. Obviously, he don't get it. Obviously, he don't understand. I beseech thee. Don't remember they had a whole speech for Rod and summon Rod? To even summon him, you needed the speech. Come on. Let's think about.
He not me. I don't even need a speech to summon Rod.
Like, come on. You said I don't even need a speech.
You trying to give Yugi?
I'm going Yugi, bro.
He the king of games.
He could have said Pokemon Trainer Red. Like that would have been a
No,
good
'cause-
matchup.
No,
Red
because Red is
That'd have
broken.
been-
Red is a clone. Red is a clone.
Pokemon
He's
Red was
broken.
kind of dangerous.
No, red
It was.
Grumpy.
Red and green.
Yeah. Boy, he had a Mega Evolved Tyranitar. They got spooky for Yugi out there.
You got
So we all-
Obelisk the Tormentor, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even debatable. Like,
I'm
yeah,
just saying,
God cards.
You're not wrong.
Ash
You're
don't
not
got
wrong.
God
Yeah, I
Pokemon.
got Exodia, bro. It's literally
Hey,
over.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Exodia is cheating now. That's
Obliterate.
He's a forbidden one.
You saw what happened to Kaiba?
He's forbidden for a reason.
Exodia obliterate. He wasn't the same after that. Yeah, all 3 blue eyes was out and still lost.
Nigga had a after that, you should put them straps and sit on his arms and shit.
I ain't gonna catch. I almost forgot about that. If you just said that.
It's Yugi, bro. It's Yugi, bro.
You giving it to Yugi? Y'all giving it to Yugi?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all.
Give
What
it
about
to
you,
Yugi.
Cottonmouth?
And you tried to cheat by trying to like disconnect the Pharaoh out of it because you knew what was happening if he was there.
I tried.
Try to snatch the puzzle.
I tried to
He
say.
tried
He
to
ain't need it no
Bandy
more.
it.
He ain't need it no more. He won.
He didn't need the Pharaoh to win this, but if he had the Pharaoh,
No, he needed the Pharaoh to win that. He needed the Pharaoh to win that.
So Yugi unanimous.
Oh,
Not even beating.
He,
Who?
He muted again.
No, you muted.
We just heard you.
Hear me?
Yeah, we heard
Hello?
Yeah.
I said,
What's that hand sign?
oh, I can't let a nigga that got bullied in school, then became friends with the nigga, be ass. Hey, nigga was 10 running around the whole country by himself.
you. Losing.
Losing though. You ain't got no respect for
He had
Ash.
to rematch the gym, bro. Like, what you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was
But Ash-
struggling with Roxanne.
Fight Dark Magician? I mean, Yugi fight Dark
He
Magician?
was struggling with the water types with Pikachu.
All I'm saying is, Yugi ain't the type of nigga that went up to any of those
Nigga,
monsters.
Voltacle to Onyx, bro. It's a ground type. It's in the. What you doing, bro?
Yugi ain't the type of nigga that run up on any of those type of monsters.
That-
Talking about dodge.
If
Hard-
Yugi was if swap Yugi and Ash, if Yugi was the trainer for Pokemon, he'd have
He would have been A1 saucy. It'd have been over.
Yeah.
Nobody's
First of all, he
beating him.
believed in the heart of the cards. What you think he's gonna do with actual Pokemon with live it? Like, come on now. Like he made
He gonna be the-
Killua look lit.
He
Come
gonna
on.
be Lance. He gonna be
on.
Lance.
and he had
Come
the
on,
bug.
the game.
He can cheat. He can see the next move. He gonna protect. All right, but I'm a quiver dance.
That's broken as shit, yo. That's broken.
My nigga said, he said a nigga got set. He got set up.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even debatable. It's not debatable. So
I say Ash.
I'm
you
giving
lying. You doing that because you're a contrarian. Like
No.
somebody say the sky is blue, and you'll say no, it's magenta. Like you would argue that. You would debate it.
What you think, Aziz?
It's magenta. Like, come on, know the difference.
Wait, so he
He
is,
said, I'm a
is
crip.
Yami
I
in
know
this
the
or out?
I know the shades of blue.
What'd you
50
say?
shades of blue. 50 shades of blue.
Yami's in this
No,
or out? He
he's
not.
out. No, he's not.
Assuming, put like this, we could take Yami out of this. Who winning? Yugi or Ash?
Ash,
Ash, right?
What?
Catch him.
Ash, catch him.
He's gonna catch some bodies.
Ash, catch him. Gotta catch that, bro.
How?
Catch these hands, nigga.
Cause Yugi is soft. Like he not gonna
Like,
be a fighter.
Is Ash hard?
That's what
Right,
I'm
that's
saying.
what I'm saying. Like,
there
there
must
must
be
be
something
something I'm
Ash
missing
is
here.
hard. Ash
There's
is
definitely
hard.
something
Name
I'm
on
missing here.
YouTube.
How?
Name a nigga
Did
running
he
up
ever
on
beat
on
Gary?
YouTube.
Did he ever beat Gary?
He has seen this multiple fucking.
Guess why Gary
times.
Pokemon died?
There's a
Yo,
difference
yo,
between
Ash-
bravery
yo,
and stupidity.
Ash is the only nigga that lost in every region. He lost in every region. He got
But
the
they
most
stole him.
Pokemon ever. Like, really put this in context, right?
He was
Ash-
a every reason.
Yugi won at the end of the day, right? And he was only in one series. Like, he was only in one. He went to GX and was going to smoke Jaden. Let's keep it a spade. Let's
Oh,
call it a
yeah.
spade a spade.
I agree. He should not have lost to that weak ass nigga.
Well, no, he didn't lose.
It was
He
better.
was going to smoke him. Even his clone was smoking Jaden. And it was a nigga that was a copycat. So off rip, we know Yugi had to put work in every era. Like, Ash had the benefit of every starter type and lost in every region.
Starter types are literally the weakest Pokemon.
Bro, he had to start.
That nigga
I
got
don't even give a
that
fuck
nigga
about
got
none of that.
100 Pikachu losing.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
Pikachu was ass. It got smacked
His-
by Zekrom.
That's his fault. He the nigga that made the Pikachu.
Because he cares
He don't
about
know
every
nothing about
Pokemon.
gyms.
This is what I'm
Professor Oak
talking
had that
about.
weak ass
He is.
Pikachu.
He could have swapped the TMs. It's his fault.
He did.
Nigga
Could've
was
controlled the
tackling
TM.
ground types, bro.
What the last time you seen Pikachu use Thunderbolt?
That's what I'm saying. He lost to a Magikarp.
Nah, relax.
I didn't see that. Ever.
Relax.
You gotta.
relax.
The Magikarp beat his Pikachu when it got a critical hit on a struggle. That's why I know Ash ain't who you say he is.
Bro, think about
Where's
it though.
Brock and Misty?
In the fist
Ash
fight?
not even with his. He not even with the people he grew up with. He ain't even loyal. He switched
Bro.
up on them.
He said,
Come on, bro.
Brock and
Naruto in
Misty.
a fist fight. All right.
Where's
Listen,
Brock and Misty?
What's the height? What's their height and their weight? That's what I want to know.
Uh,
Cause
Ash
and-
ain't
hold on.
not to scrap with nobody.
Ash is 10 years old. You in high school, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You can definitely whoop that nigga ass. In the fight, I got you come through that nigga.
Yo, you're
Ash
With the hand?
graduated.
nigga said 7th grade versus 8th grade.
Give me Yugi, man. Give me Yugi and stop playing. Y'all bringing up Ash Ketchum like he like
But
that.
think about, I'm just saying, listen.
was
This
10.
is how they had the whole Ash in the Sinnoh League. Why? Who the fuck is so biased? The nigga came out here with
Nobody got a whole Ash. Nobody got a
What?
stream against him. There's no
the
conspiracy. He
nigga
not
came out
him.
with a dark rod. He came out with a dark rod and a lot of those.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna explain something to you. That's why when you play Pokemon games, you never play as Ash because nobody.
He's trash.
He plays red.
He plays red. You're not Ash. Right.
Red will
You
pull
can't
up
be the
to any
protagonist.
legendary with his Charizard, and we could believe that.
What? Believe what?
No, I got
That his Charizard gonna put in fucking work.
All right,
Against
you know
what?
how disappointed
His
Professor
Charizard was
Oak
Ash.
is? You know how disappointed Professor Oak is in Ash?
He should be. The nigga was.
Hey.
I don't give. Listen, I don't disagree that Ash was like.
He should be a world champion with the amount of experience he got. He been to every region.
He definitely been to every
Yugi and GX 5Ds Zexu. Imagine putting Yugi in all them joints and he not winning. He ain't
Yugi was
winning.
whooping everybody. I don't know.
Losing
I don't
all
know.
of them.
Yugi was cheating his whole life. The nigga said the heart of the cards whole time. My nigga, oh come on, heart of the cards.
Wait, so hold on. So how they fighting? Are they fighting fisticuffs? Or are they like dueling / Poke
I'm
battle?
so glad you asked that question because every time I do
Ooh,
this debate
To
come
really,
up, I
really
don't know
think
how
about
to.
that for real. Who go harder? The monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh or the Pokemon that Ash got? Think about it.
Pokemon. Oh,
Huh?
No.
Huge
What?
bowling.
The Dark
the
Magician?
Yu-Gi-Oh card. Yes.
The Dark Magician?
Jay is triggered.
The Dark
What the Dark was good?
The Dark Magician? Come on.
I ain't a lot of Chaos Magician was hard.
Exodia is not even close. Exodia is not even close. I'm not even talking about the God card. I'm talking about Dark Magician. The Magician of
Come on,
Darkness.
Celtic
That's
Guardian,
not-
nigga.
Celtic
So we
Guardian.
talking.
What's Celtic Guardian gonna do to a Pikachu?
Huh?
Cut it in half. Cut it in half.
How he gonna even catch him?
A mouse trap. Peanut butter on a mouse trap.
The nigga got agility. You don't use agility and burnt that nigga, bro.
It got agility.
Right.
Incredible. No, that ain't no man. No.
Was that the last verses?
No, who won in the versus between Gilgamesh
Oh,
versus
Accelerator.
Oh, yeah.
Accelerator?
I gotta bow out. I don't know nothing about Accelerator.
Me neither.
He can.
I don't have an answer, so I mean, I kind of.
You cut
Y'all
out.
the only ones I know that know the two of them.
I would hate. I don't like this. I hate doing these verses because it's like, okay, in character, like what's the objective? What's the scenario? If they had to fight each other, what would happen, right? Now you give Accelerator a little bit of he can reverse vectors. So basically he has the ability to repel shit, right?
Mhm.
But here's the problem. There's an element there.
It's not
Here.
it's not just reversing though. Like it's also like just straight up manipulating it.
Yeah,
I feel you, Quan. I feel you, but you have put like this. Gilgamesh has a win condition over almost everybody. Like Aya is a win condition almost any character you could think of. Aya kills him. So if it
Well, yeah, but see, this is my thing. Like this is why I feel like it depends on who turns up first because it's like when would Gilgamesh ever have to pull up in a fight with Aya in his hands from the jump?
He-
Alcides.
He wouldn't do it on Ripple.
Y'all don't know this, but y'all should know this. Probably y'all do. Fate is another joint coming out. Fate, Strange Fake, where it's about to get busy. It's another thing about.
I'll bet you be talking.
Fame is fate. It's fate. Fake. It's faked. No, Google it. Google it.
That's the shit with all the concept servants, right? Like they were originally concept characters.
These are this is not. I know the one you talking about. Fate prototype. This is another Fate.
Yeah.
This is another World War. Fate. Yeah, Strange Fate. This goes hard body. Like you have the art. It goes hard body. Like the reason I say Al-Qaeda is because he has a pelt, right? He has a pelt that it's Hercules, but in the archer form, right? He has a pelt that has him. he rejected his humanity and gained the pelt, and this ability. The pelt gives him the ability to he has immunity to all man-made weapons. And when he pulls up on Gilgamesh, nothing other than Aya gonna do anything. So you better figure something out, or it's up for you. Long story short, if Gilgamesh needed to pull out Aya, it depends on the situation. Like if you,
I'm about to say that sounds like a situation where he did he's told to pull out Aya from the jump. I'm talking a situation where he look at a nigga and be like, "Oh, Aya."
It depends on who the person was. I don't think put it like this. If you're Gilgamesh,
he got too much pride. He got way too much pride to just pull it.
It depends on the Gilgamesh.
Probably getting killed.
This is what I'm talking about. It depends on the Gilgamesh. And Fate, put like this, in Fate Stay Night, I would agree with you. He would sleep on whoever he looking at because he
okay, all right, yeah, that's a good ass point. In that case, then that's the Gilgamesh I'm talking about because I don't really know the other variations that much like that.
But FGO, Fate, Babylon, when Gilgamesh felt like it was necessary to put in work, he put in work. Like when it was a beat. Now, mind you, it's a completely different scenario because obviously he's not looking at Accelerator as a threat that the Beast class Tiamat was, but it was the primordial deity of existence. And he said, she bugging, so we got to put her out of her misery. And he ate her out of existence. Like that was a whole nother situation. So just off that strength of how should I explain it? Long story short, Aya kills anybody. And if you accelerate it, Aya kills you. Now the question is, would Gilgamesh pull out Aya if he thought I don't know. Fate Stay Night, Gilgamesh probably don't do it unless nothing he's doing is working on the accelerator. But even then he pulled it out. He just didn't get it off in time. But in every other time you saw Gilgamesh pull out Aya, it was a rat. When he fought Iskandar, now he pulled it out in the Iskandar because he had respect for him. But when he fought Iskandar, pulled it out, it was up for him. And Accelerator lost to Toma. Now you
I was about to say the same thing.
Accelerator lost to Toma. Now you could do whatever you want with that. Now I agree it was nonsense. Like it was
absolutely nonsense.
It was nonsense. Same situation with Gilgamesh and Shiro. This is nonsense. But it's whatever you want to do. But if you ask me who wins Gilgamesh's Accelerator, I gotta go with Gilgamesh. Gate of Babylon has everything in it. Think about Dante with the Pandora's box, right? Gilgamesh has more in his Gate of Babylon than Dante has in Pandora's box. Now,
it's pretty funny.
Like Kid Gilgamesh, he had the y'all remember the invisible cloak off of Harry Potter?
Yeah.
He has shit like that in the Gate of Babylon. He has so many. It's ridiculous. Gilgamesh just doesn't do it. He just sword spam people just for the fun of it. But in reality, he got spaceships. He got I'm trying to figure out how does Accelerator fight Gilgamesh in the sky?
I can see why he beat the Bull Rider now.
Too.
That's what he got.
He has to go into that mode and start flying, right?
Yeah.
But then it's so how long he gonna be in that mode for? How long he chasing Gilgamesh down for?
Well, I mean, given recently, he's able to just do that when he pleases. It's whenever until the fight's over. As long as he needed to be.
So how long you think he'll last?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
All I'm saying is Gilgamesh, and then he got precog. He got hella stuff in his. Like you can see parallel. What Caster Gilgamesh? Yo, bro, it's different variations of him too. It gets stupid, bro.
Gilgamesh has way more fighting experience than that little ass boy.
Like, hey, yo, Quan, this the problem. Caster Gilgamesh can summon servants. I want you to think about it. He can summon servants. Caster Gilgamesh can summon.
I mean, that's
mermaids.
exactly why I said Archer Gilgamesh. Because I don't really know that much.
Archer's Gilgamesh? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even know you said that.
Like, Caster Gilgamesh can summon servants. So you like, wait a minute. That's kind of spicy, depending on whoever he summoned. So yeah, it got to be Archer, and then you listen. If you're going for the win for Accelerator, it got to be Stay Night Gilgamesh. He's sleeping on him. He underestimated him. He like, yo, you a human. Don't talk to me, stupid mongrel. And then Accelerator.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Even in that case, I don't know. I don't know.
Ask you, how does Accelerator plan on killing him?
He don't. He gonna lose.
No, I'm saying, what would be Accelerator's win condition? What do he do to win? Like, how does he get Gilgamesh dead?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't ask this question because every question you asking me is I probably shouldn't have made this matchup. I'm gonna be real.
Vector manipulation to send back the projectiles.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
that wouldn't work because he could dematerialize the projectiles once they don't hit.
Yep.
So then it's literally ping pong until one nigga get angry.
No, it's only until Accelerator he stop being able to use his abilities like he usually does. He's gonna get weakened and get folded because he lost to a nigga with one hand.
It depends on stamina.
In Toma's case, it don't matter how turned up he was. Kind of Toma just negates everything regardless. Like that nigga's
only in one hand
negates fiction.
Yeah, but all Accelerator had to do was walk up.
But the joint with the one pants leg was slicing him up. I guess.
With the one pants. That's because that wasn't that was right there. Magic. But yeah, that's yeah.
Facts. All I'm saying is, long story short, I just don't see how Accelerator wins, and I see a lot of ways Gilgamesh wins. So got to be Gilgamesh.
I love Gilgamesh.
But I like Accelerator though. He's fire.
He's a cool character.
Somebody else got to get vector manipulation. Monarchy.
What does that even mean? Like pixels on the screen? Like
nah, the way it is on there is like that's that world's like reality. Like they use like this shit called aim fields or whatever, but it's like that's their world's atoms, and like he's able to manipulate that shit.
Beam, if I had to translate it into something else, I would call it like momentum reversal, momentum reversal.
Yeah, but I mean, like again, like you're thinking about it on the aspect that he's able to just reflect things. He can alter things, like he could reverse it into blood flow. He can teleport
formulated
shit
as an equation, and he can plug and play however he see fit. So it's, one of my favorite scenes is when he was walking back from somewhere in the.
He was just coming home from the store,
and Mikasa, he had the ability, like the way he was using his ability, he was blocking out sound entirely. Like he couldn't hear nothing, and he was like repelling noise. And he was just walking down the street, and you ain't hear nothing. But the Joe was behind him for like 15 minutes talking to him. He was like, "Yo,
that's funny as shit."
That was
the last versus.
Besides, who will win Esdith versus Akainu?
I have no opinion on that either.
Hold on.
Akainu is the fleet admiral of One Piece.
Okay, you said One Piece. I got opt out.
What about Demon King Orochi and Boros?
Boros, Clears.
Yeah.
Buster?
Huh?
Which one? Who's Boros exactly?
Boros, last boss in One Punch Man.
Season 1 of One Punch Man. That's basically the Dragon Ball Z spoof.
No. Yeah. That's not even if you. I mean, it's hard to grade anybody in juxtaposition to Saitama, but like Boros was like fighting Saitama. Like Demon King Orochi didn't even fight him.
Yeah,
I got one. I got one.
What's poppin'?
Which one?
Killua versus Kid Sasuke.
Killua was gonna beat the fuck out of Kid Sasuke.
I got Killua, bro.
I got Killua.
that nigga.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've been doing this for years.
what kid Sasuke? What kid Sasuke? That my fault. That my apologies. I'm thinking final volley one. That was
Final volley, nigga got Godspeed, nigga. What the fuck you talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm about to say. I don't know. I feel like this kind of lean towards Killua.
He'll be dead. Killua's an assassin. He's not gonna play around with this nigga.
yeah.
I mean, they both
He gonna do this right here. Put shit right in the bag. Put shit right in the bag. Lay it right there.
Oh shit! I forgot about that part.
Okay, if I got the big ass wing hands, he gonna put that shit right in the wing hand.
Hey yo, don't forget that step shit.
I don't know.
But I see people like, disregarding Killua. I'm like, how? It's
How?
Kid
Yeah,
Sasuke.
The fuck up.
They don't put much stock.
Killua was more of a ninja than Sasuke.
They don't put much stock into what he was doing to the Royal Guards. I personally put stock into it because he was giving Yuppie hands. For that 2 minutes, he was treating Yuppie.
He was
I
whipping
mean, he
that
wasn't
nigga
really
ass.
doing nothing, but he was doing something. Because Yuppie was like, he was treating him, but then Yuppie was like, hey, yo. And then as soon as that shit ran out, Yuppie was like, where you going? He was like,
He said it was like a Pichu doing up B on Bowser.
Nah, but what happened? And then who was it? Poof, when he created that lightning circle, and he said, "Step in the head is a rap for you." And Poof was like, "Hey yo, even at full power, I would have a problem with Young Boy." But I don't know, Dean. You gotta explain that. Like why Killua ain't just kill Hisoka and them when they was chasing him in the woods?
Because
Hisoka is A1.
Yeah, Hisoka's a threat. Hisoka's not
Hisoka-
a regular. Hisoka's
Yeah,
not.
that ain't a regular nigga.
Hisoka's not stroke face.
Yeah.
A toothpick.
That bungee jump, boy. I don't
That's
know.
Hisoka a different breed.
Tell me why they lowball.
I think it's just because people when they think about Sasuke, they think about his feats as an adult as well. And they mix them together. But Kid Sasuke really.
Listen, if you're saying Killua, that the Sasuke that fought Rock Lee, I'm giving that to Killua, right? I'm looking at Sasuke when he came. When he was the final volley, shit was getting spicy because Naruto.
That even that one I don't got.
We gotta start measuring speed. Then we gotta start measuring how fast Killua was in Godspeed and how relative that was to like.
He was faster than Naruto in chakra mode.
Definitely.
Which one?
And final volley.
Was he? He might have been. I don't know. Okay, who was faster, Fifth Gate Lee or Killua Godspeed?
Killua Godspeed, bro. He's
Godspeed.
I don't know. Because in the show, put it like this: Killua was dumb, stupid, fast in the show. I give you that, but I don't know how fast that would be in Naruto. Like, was he teleporting fast, or like how
so
fast?
You're saying the speed of light is different on different universes? What you saying?
I was moving at the speed of light, or was it fast?
Like you also got to recommend remember that one person's abilities is literally meant to kill. That nigga is literally built to kill. Like that was his whole mindset. Yo, I will start it. Like it's no fighting. No, the man's abilities is lethal. He's meant to one touch. That is Killua's fighting style.
I just don't know how fast Godspeed is in Naruto. Like is it Minato fast? Like how fast is it?
No. Nobody's faster than Minato though because he's.
No. I'm saying how relative. Like how fast do you think it is? Because Dean thinks it's like he blitzing him and it's clear, and I'm not 1,000% sure.
I got him blitzing.
It's like Naruto was how fast Naruto was moving. Like put it like this: Naruto was moving so fast, Sasuke with the second Tomo couldn't keep up. And then when he got the third Tomo, he was seeing Naruto move like the speed that he was moving at before. He was seeing it, and he was like, all right, boo, 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 boo. Yeah. Now the question I'm left asking is
Godspeed is faster than that though. I have no reason to believe Godspeed not faster than that.
This is I agree. It's faster than that, but where I look at the curse mark is all Sasuke stats raised. Like Sasuke got progressively faster.
That's why I think any Sasuke before third Tomo was getting smoked. But third Tomo was a fight.
I'm not disputing it. I'm just saying.
I feel like yeah. My fault. No, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm saying peak Kid Sasuke in my view. I don't know, man. Although Dean Dean rebuttal would be Shidori cutting it because Killua already on that lightning shit. So
he's immune to that shit.
So it would have to be fireball jutsus. Like, do you think his fireball jutsu?
No.
Naruto fired
no.
burn. unless it's Amaterasu. So do you think the fireball jutsu would hurt Killua?
Nope. He ain't even gonna touch him.
The fireball jutsu barely hurt anyone in the anime.
That's the
Orochimaru.
problem. That's a problem that I got though, because the fire mechanic only works if it's Amaterasu. It don't burn.
Even that's not working. Like Naruto literally blocked it with a chakra cloak and threw it on the ground.
That's Naruto. We don't talk about Naruto.
Still, I mean, even then, though, the principle still remain though. Like you still burn. I don't know. Like because when Nagato was getting burned by the Amaterasu, he just almighty pushed it off of him.
That's
So
what I'm saying. After the third Raikage chopped his arm off with it, after that, it did nothing else the whole series.
Hey, trash.
this my thing, right? This my thing. I think it's a fight.
I just think Killua was too lethal to fight Sasuke. Like Sasuke was fighting Naruto. Naruto wasn't trying to kill him, and Killua was an assassin, bro.
I agree with you. Naruto wasn't trying to kill him, but if it was anybody else there, they would have been dead though. Like Naruto was like, what was it? The second state? He was putting hands and feet on that. Oh. When he grabbed him by his ankles and slammed him into the mountain, he was going hard.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
You mean any other kid there?
Any other young boy that was there? Like if that was Neji there, first of all, but if that was Neji at the final volley and Naruto was moving around like a cat, and then you saw that, you remember the scene, right? Where Sasuke was standing on the water.
Neji got one-shotted.
And Sasuke was standing on the water and he was looking at Naruto, and Naruto was like the second cloak, but he saw like the shadow of the nine tails behind him. That shit was spicy. If another young boy was there,
Killua not one of them young boys, not one of them. Like,
I agree with you though. I agree with you.
I feel like Sasuke wouldn't have time to really like analyze his abilities like he did with Rock Lee. He would not easily like smoke, like not even close.
Listen, if you got the shot,
as soon as Godspeed happened, that shit would have did the POV perspective of Sasuke in his head turning upside down.
I feel like Dean also looking at it like Killua was more like way more ruthless and cutthroat. Like Killua was killing niggas. Like
he was.
Like,
he grew up in a family
like if your argument is Naruto wasn't trying to kill Sasuke, like he was literally just trying to beat him up so he could take him back, and Sasuke was fighting to kill. There's an element there where it's like, yo, your nigga wasn't bloodlusted. This nigga, he looked for that opportunity. He turned into that bad. Like he pop up like, yo, make me mad. And this is the side. Okay, I give Deem a little bit of credit here because if it was the Killua with the pin in his head, and Sasuke did something that Killua wasn't aware of, he would have a problem on his hands. It's like, what was that? Hi, who? What? Where he come from?
He pulled the yo-yos out, nigga.
The yo-yos with Killua, he was fucking.
I definitely do think it's a fight, though. I definitely do.
I feel like that fight would have lasted 2 minutes.
I mean, would it have to be strictly hand-to-hand combat? Because, like, the electric not doing nothing, and the fire style definitely not doing nothing. And he don't got, the black flame yet at this point. I think hand-to-hand combat, Sasuke don't got that in the bag.
Nope. Because Sasuke's fight, he got his fighting style from Rock Lee. Rock Lee is a brawler.
If this third Tomo was Sharingan Sasuke, I don't know how much, like, you gonna out-hands him.
It ain't out-hands.
Like Killer B was fucking adult, the teenage Sasuke up. So you can, it's however you want to debate it.
Yeah, I think Sasuke might have him in taijutsu, but Killua not gonna stand there. And Killua's gonna stick and move.
He gonna do that walk.
He'll do that walk with the clones and shit.
That walk.
But then
you could argue Sasuke got shadow clones and shit like that. Like he could.
Sasuke got shadow clones, bro.
I don't know how deep do you think of a bag he would jump into? Because when he was fighting Naruto, he didn't jump into that bag. I don't know.
He couldn't jump into that bag. He was getting
Christ mode. Had to do the fucking infernal Chidori John. Like
that shit was black lightning. That shit was kind of hard. I ain't gonna hold you.
If that's not his bag, what is his bag then?
I'm saying like you. I don't know, the thunderclap.
That's
talking about the Karen? When he's coming out, literally, he said a deity animal. Like nigga said,
Karen is fire.
The Karen is fire. That shit was fire.
Thunderclap. I say this. Do I think definitely. Okay, so then the next question I would ask is, how well do you think Young Boy Killer will stack up, or just Killer in general? Call him a Young Boy. How well do you think Killer will stack
I got him. Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead. You wasn't even finished.
I was saying, how well do you think he stack up with the other tuning then? Like, do you
He
think
beats all them too.
so? You think he bodies Gara?
Yes.
You think he
how
bodies Gara?
about that one?
Gara couldn't even beat Rock Lee.
And Barry?
Gara couldn't even beat Rock Lee.
Would Gara ever catch him with it? But then it's like, well, if he couldn't catch him with it, at what point do he become Shukaku? And then that's a whole like, do you?
He never gonna make it to that level because he gonna have a hole in his chest.
Yeah. Again,
gonna have a hole
Killua is looking to kill.
Yeah, I agree. He would have a hole in his chest, and then Gara would transform. Same.
And he's
thing
still
with
gonna have a
Sasuke.
hole in his chest.
Who?
He's still gonna have a hole in his chest regardless if he goes Shukaku. Because my nigga,
No, Sasuke hit Gara with multiple Shidoris, but he couldn't kill him.
yeah,
So-
but the difference between them two is one is putting a hole through your chest and one is weak.
There was a hole in Gara's chest when Sasuke hit him with the Shidori.
I think if Sasuke was in any class, he'd be top of the class. I mean,
What happened?
If Killua was in like the Sasuke in them class, he'd be top of the class.
So
Yes, he would.
So
I mean, you could throw in Gara, and he got the fucking Chukaku. Naruto got Kurama. Okay, cool, but
it's a
There's
regular
It's not-
fucking.
If there's only three niggas that can hang with Killua, and that would be Neji and Rock Lee and
What?
Naruto.
I mean, by Deem logic, Killua would be too fast.
He's up for being Killua.
He won't
It don't matter if how fast she was against Rock Lee because Rock Lee's gonna be able to keep up with that because he's gonna go up another gear.
Well,
I don't know about that.
I mean,
He's gonna go up another gear. What you think, Rock Lee?
If I got Killua being Sasuke, I got Killua being Rock Lee.
Yeah.
I got
like-
Killua beating Rock Lee too. I'm just saying.
It's
I
how
said
fast you think-
that would be able to match the speed wise.
It's how fast you think Rock Lee is moving in fourth gates. That's the question. Like, and I'm thinking Deem thinks Godspeed is way faster than that. So if it's faster than
I mean,
that,
it's called Godspeed. If you're not faster than fourth gates, then it's called Godspeed. For it's like rename the move, bro.
see this. Is my thing. I partially agree with you in the logistic, like logically speaking. If it's Godspeed, this other than that is me naming guy number 4 Magnus or some shit like that. Like it's like a letdown. But in my head,
He said in that state, his body reacts
faster than like his reaction speed. Like it's automatic. Like it's an automatic. It's really what was it? Who had domain of Tehran Quan domain of dominance? Like his reaction speed, it was instant. Like it's or Quan 6. Who was it? Yeah, Quan 6 Sense. It's that's how he was putting hands and feet on Yuppie. Like Yuppie physically, all his attributes was ethereal. The only category Killua had over him was speed, and he was treating it. So I see what he's saying, but at the same time, there's a like if this is my head, right? If he was fast enough to speed blitz everybody, then he shouldn't have had no trouble like with his brother or Hisoka or any of them.
They're not what the, so you saying Illumi is weaker than Sasuke?
No, I'm saying if you were fast enough to speed blitz anybody,
But he didn't know Godspeed back then. He learned Godspeed during the Chimera arc, though.
yeah, and the arc that I'm talking about is after, yeah, when Illumi and Hisoka was chasing Aluka, yeah, they was chasing him in the woods. Like Illumi shouldn't have been a threat that he was if Killua could just kill him.
He couldn't. That's why he was the threat that he was.
But that's what I'm saying. If he was fast enough to speed blitz him, which he should have been.
But you're equating Illumi to them kids.
I'm not equating. No, I'm saying I'm equating. Put like this: if he was fast enough to tag Royal Guards, he should have been fast enough to tag Illumi. Correct?
Yes.
And if Illumi doesn't have the durability that Royal Guards have, he should be able to kill Illumi.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Him not doing it. The only reason I could come up with is that was his brother. He didn't want the familial issues. But I'm saying, logistically speaking, he should have been able to kill Illumi and Hisoka without that much difficulty. Like if he tagging Royal Guards, like that means you speed blitzing them. If you catch him off guard, That's one poke joint to the chest, and they did.
Yeah.
I just read something. It said that and Killua he's not actually like they say Killua's considered fast in the show where the fastest attack is around the speed of sound. Rock Lee is considered fast in the show where the fastest characters are around light speed. Even if his base isn't faster than Godspeed Killua, the 8th gate should boost him up.
Wait,
Now,
so
I
how
don't know
fast
that
did
you're
they
right.
say Killua is? Because
That's someone's opinion. That's someone's opinion.
Oh, okay, all right. I was about to say because what I'm seeing that niggas are agreeing that nigga is at the speed of lightning.
Lightning who? But lightning is not. You think lightning is that fast compared to
lightning is literally the speed of light.
No. What I'm saying. No. What I mean by if it's that fast, niggas should not be dodging Kieran.
That's probably my only issue is that if Killua, for as fast as he is, he should have been able to deal with a Lumi. Like it shouldn't have been or Lumi in the way or none of that. It should have been pat. Like it should have been.
Attack speed has nothing to do with attack power in these shows.
I partially agree, but he was.
That's why he couldn't kill Yugi.
But this is different though. Yugi was a chimera ant. Like you would have to hit them. You would have. They tanked Miriam tail whips. Miriam was tail whipping everybody, and the head was flying. He smacked the Ryu guard, and it was like they tanked them Jones. That to me would indicate that their durability is ethereal. Like you.
That's what I'm saying. So just because he outsped them doesn't mean he outpowered them.
I agree. I agree. So the rebuttal then is what Killua could outspeed Illumi, but he might not outpower him, which I wouldn't necessarily disagree with. But I don't know. But then you would argue then he definitely outpowers the other children there. Because the original
bro.
At least because the ability. It is very hard to like take
I don't know if he outpowers Curse Mark Sasuke, but because
I don't know. I wouldn't say he does outpower him. I would say he definitely outspeeds him, and I think he has the ability to one shot. But I don't think if it's an extended fight, I got Sasuke winning. But if it's not an extended fight, Killua.
I think it's because the extended fight Killua wins because he can wait till Curse Mark takes his toll.
Yeah, but Killua how long
he can. I mean, it depends on how did he charge before the fight? How long can he sustain Godspeed? Because if he charges up, yeah, if he could sustain Godspeed longer than Sasuke could sustain Curse Mark, that might be GG for Killua. And if Sasuke could sustain Curse Mark longer than Killua could sustain Godspeed, that might be GG for Sasuke. So,
and the only way I got Sasuke winning that is by using the what's it called, the Sharingan to be able to predict his movements to a degree. So he has to get a dodge one shot the whole fucking fight before he really or counter, like go for a counter hit. And that's the only way. That's the only way.
If you don't think fireballs work on Killua though, it gets real sloppy though. Because if you don't think fireball work on Killua, I don't see how Shidori. I don't know if Shidori kills him. I don't think it does.
I think fireball works. It's just that he ain't Itachi. He got.
If you are the lightning type, if you're the lightning guy, if your body is put like this, he can only use Godspeed because his body has a high tolerance for lightning. Like he literally is accustomed to being shot.
Like Raikage.
Like the Raikage.
And in Naruto, people that use lightning aren't immune to lightning.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. Sasuke uses lightning. He can get Chidori.
But
we seen Killer
Sasuke.
We seen Killer B get Chidori when he's fighting Sasuke.
This is the thing about that though, right, Dean? Lightning do cancel out lightning. So if you were fast enough to like react with a lightning based technique, you would be able to like, because when he was slicing through the sword, he was able to stop the cutting of the lightning with other lightning.
Yeah, but I'm saying when he fought Sugetsu, he punched Sugetsu in the chest. Sugetsu turned into water. Sasuke Chidori Sugetsu, and it shot Killer B.
Yes.
He's a lightning style user. You can't do it to Killua. Killua would get charged up and go Godspeed even more if you do it to Killua.
So yeah, I don't think if you don't think lightning based techniques work on Killua and you don't think the fireball jutsu or Phoenix Flower,
I think lightning based techniques
fire is not working. I'm not sure what the wind could do. Unless do we think Genjutsu work or that's not in the play?
Genjutsu. How about this? I'd say for the fight, I'll say Genjutsu because I feel like if we just negate the fact that people like Chakra, that's kind of bullshit to me, because that just like holds the whole person.
Yeah. Like, but then again, it's like that shit. Like the second a nigga be like, oh yeah, Genjutsu work. That's GG's. Like it ain't
Not
about.
necessarily because Genjutsu is about mental fortitude. If you have the mental capacity.
Like I said before, if Killua don't got the pin in his head, I don't think we got.
Oh yeah, if he don't got the pin in his head.
All right, here goes a personal favorite segment of mine. We like to call it Dom Demarco, shit like that. Basically, as a synopsis of this topic right here, I give you some of my favorite quotables from media, period. Well, specifically this go around probably anime or TV shows, but it's like these lines stand out for one reason or another. Either they invoked a certain emotion, invigorated something within me when I heard it. Like I felt whatever it is I was watching in this particular moment, right? Quote, not quote. All right, one, right? It's an anime that's out. It's an anime that's out. Not the biggest fan of the anime, but the manga did this scene justice. It was fire, right? Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, Reckoner Ragnarok, right? The second fight, spoiler, it was the second fight. It was a man named Adam versus a deity named Zeus. Yeah, in this fight, just for a little bit of context, the humans are fighting the gods for their survival. It's a battle. It's essentially a multiple one-on-one battle royale, right? So, if the humans lose the majority of fights, humanity is destroyed forever. But if they win, they maintain their survival. Adam was the human representative in this fight, and Zeus was the deity representative in this fight. Now, in this fight, given the circumstance, right? Humans are fighting for their survival. There's a lot of animosity here, like justifiably so. It's like you're trying to eliminate us from existence. In the fight between Adam and Zeus, right? Now, mind you, Adam's design choice too was kind of wow. Like when I first saw him, I'm like, they feet body with this. This ain't it. Adam goes out there, he's working Zeus. Like I'm talking about punishing him. I'm like, oh, what's going on out here? Adam really him for real. Eyes of the Lord. So in the midway through the fight, Zeus is getting pummeled, and before Zeus decided to take it serious, he's asking Adam like, "Hey yo, I don't sense any hostility from you. It's like you're doing this. There's no rage coming from you. Like you're not mad fighting me. Like what's your purpose here? What's the like? Are you doing this out of sense of obligation? What's the vibes?" Adam responds, "No, I'm not mad at you." He says, and then Zeus responds like, "So why are you fighting?" Adam says, "Is there a reason a father needs? Does a father needs a reason to protect his children?" Now the concept behind he was dead.
That's hard.
Better than my action
It was
pop.
hard.
Bro, the emotion I felt in that fight, bro, you gotta understand. Immediately right after that, there's a panel where all of humanity, like despite races, religion, anything, all of humanity was on one accord, and they all was praying for Adam's victory. Like it brought humanity together in that.
The line
that's
brought
hard.
humanity together.
That moment was one of my like. He said, does a father needs a reason to protect his children? The answer to that question is obvious. Like, I'm like, facts. Yeah.
I'm my father's son.
That moment was like, it's like, yo, like, this is the things dreams are made of. All right, okay. Now, that was a positive emotion. This right here sent chills down my spine, right? One of my favorite TV series. I would argue it fell off in the later seasons. It's not as what it used to be, but in the earlier seasons, it was fire. Took the world by storm. Anybody who's a fan of zombies and just the apocalyptic settings, you'll probably enjoy this show. It's called The Walking Dead. Around season 4, the main character is named Rick Grimes, right? And you follow his story for the vast majority of the series. Around season 4, right? Or for context, in season 3, they were told about a sanctuary, right? Now, when you live in an apocalypse, you just want a safe place to live. They spent the better majority of season 3 looking for this sanctuary. They find said sanctuary. When Rick gets there, he noticed some innocuous things. Like like his group got split up before they got there, and he found people wearing some of his people's stuff. Like, hold up, that's my man's keychain. Hold up, that Bulls jersey? I know you going with this. And he's looking around like, oh no, this ain't it. Come to find out, like short story long or long story short, it was a cannibal group. Like this community was a group of cannibals. They recruit you in. If you don't accept it, eating other people, you're going to get on the menu. They put you, like, you know how sometimes Chinese, I ain't even going to open up that can of worms.
Chill out.
But yeah, so long story short, they're cannibals, right? Carol was fire. Carol say today, but that has nothing to do with the line. Eventually, Rick and them gets free, and obviously they beat with the cannibal group. They destroy their community. Their society gets destroyed when they break free. They're beefing, right? So one night, Rick and them are being tailed. They know they're being tailed, so they split from the group. They separate, right? The cannibal leader, like a couple of them, they sneak into the church where Rick and them group was staying. And when they sneak in, Rick and them set a trap. So the people that's there, like, it was like a Venus flytrap. They led the cannibals to think they had the advantage. When Rick and them split up and left, they circled back and came in behind the cannibals and put guns to their head, right? Now, this moment is really critical because when Rick first, like when Rick was first detained, when he first got to the community, they put him in a container and then they put him in a room where it's like, all right, this is where the meat packaging place is. We about to put you together. Man, we're gonna lop your head off and put you in the freezer. As they are walking, Rick, he's like, okay, the cannibal leader says, all right, so what weapons y'all got? Like, y'all, I know y'all was around. Y'all hid some weapons before y'all came into the camp. Come on, what weapons was that? Rick tells the leader it was like an AK-47, a Glock 9, and there's a machete that I'm gonna use to decapitate you. Rick says this. Now, Rick, mind you, Rick is one of my favorite characters ever because he had balls of steel. Look at man dead in his face, like, yo, you got me right now. Like, I have no advantages, but one day I'm gonna put it in your life, right? So he tells the cannibal leader, yeah, it's a machete that I'm gonna decapitate you with. Like, when I get up, it's up for you. And the leader's like looking nonchalant, like with the gun with his security, like, yeah, bull bugging. So we fast forward back to the church scene where Rick and them sneak behind the cannibals. They walk in with guns ablazing. Cannibals like put their hands up, like they stuck. It's like, all right, you got it, Rick. You won. Like, we'll leave. You'll never see us again. Rick proceeds to tell them to get on their knees. I'm like, Rick, what we doing? I'm looking too far. And he's like, and the cannibal leader, he's like, hey, yo, y'all could have killed us when y'all came in, right? Like, it's obvious a reason we doing this negotiation right now. Now, Rick delivers one of the coldest lines in the series. He tells the cannibal leader, we ain't want to waste the bullets. Fine, you gotta understand something. That shit sent chills down my spine because what he was saying, the implication behind the statement wasn't, we're not going to spare you. I just want to kill you in the most efficient way. Like, I don't want to use resources. This is resource management. You ever play a video game where you got like an inventory? Like, you ever play like Resident Evil? And it's like, all right, do I want to kill this monster right here with this weapon right here? I only got 5 magnum bullets. Let me say that. Let me use this SMG and a couple proximity mines. Rick walked in and said, and then after he said, we don't want to waste the bullets. And besides, I already told you. He pulled the machete. I was going to do this and proceeded to start hacking him up. That moment, when he said, I didn't want to waste the bullets, that line alone let me know he was a different character. Not too many characters talk like that. Not too many characters talk.
That was some evil shit. That was some despicable shit.
And speaking of despicable, one of my other favorite lines, right, that I felt chills down my spine. Now, mind you, I was little, right? Couldn't have been more than 7, 8 years old. One of my
this better not be Broly, bro.
Bro,
hey, I ain't hating on it. Keep it going.
We all knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming.
I remember one time, me and my mom, we was just in the store one day, right? She said, "You want some from the store?" Sure. Now I forget what type of store it was, but they had DVDs on the rack. There was a Broly movie. I'm like, Legendary Super Saiyan. Like I watched Dragon Ball Z, right? As a young boy, this is my jam. So I'm like, I don't know who this Broly boy is. Now, mind you, I thought on the back, on the back of the DVD, I don't know if people like have DVD disc with the synopsis on the back anymore. On the back, you see Broly in his different states. Like you got Broly, then you got Transformation, then you got Legendary Super Saiyan form. I thought these was 3 different characters type energy. I'm like, what is going on here? My man Goku gonna treat all of them. Put in the disc, put in the movie, go watching it. First half is kind of like, you don't really know what's going on. Then Broly transforms. That's when the movie starts. Now, he had a bunch of one-liners that was just devastating, right? I think the evilest, this would let me know I vibe with villains. Don't know why, don't ask me.
You know why.
He asked, at one point, after he transformed, now he's just smoking all of them, all the Z fighters. Piccolo, Goku.
I feel like I know where this is going.
Vegeta was full. He didn't even want to smoke. At one point in the movie, right? Like, Broly is punishing everybody, right? After he mushes Trunks' head in the wall, he looks at the Goku like, hey yo, Kakarot, how much do you love your son? That line, that question was so evil. Because of the implications behind it. He had no goodwill when he asked that question. And what messed me up was, I don't know how you answer that question. Like, do you say this much? A lot? Like, what's the proper answer? A lot. How much you
continue fighting is the best answer, Doug.
But no, see, that's the thing though. Goku immediately told Gohan to get up out of here. He said, he knew. I'm gonna handle this. That question, like when I first heard it, I was like 6, but understood the implications. I'm like, hey yo, this nigga evil, and he might. Don't ask me why, but yes. All right, that was one of the ones. Speaking of one of the ones,
before you go anywhere on that, on the Broly note, I thought you was gonna bring up the part where he asked the kid about the planet.
That joint was evil too. That was a good one.
And it was so evil.
Or you could have did the one where you think you going dead before you proceeded to smash the fire.
That's really a problem, bro.
Broly had a couple one-liners. Broly had a couple one-liners.
He was saucy.
The coffin, John.
Oh, he said, hey yo, why you don't give us a handicap? Is that another word for coffin? Like I'm about to. And mind you, they was jumping even all that, and Goku asking for a handicap. Like, hey, yo, it's 6-on-1. Like, how much of a handicap you need?
How much?
What else? The other one, right? I think Deem knows when this one is. Right here, this joint hit close to home, right? It reminded me of anger management Deem, like going all the way back in the day. One of my favorite enemies. It's a shonen, right? They recommended it, right? You can't go wrong with Hunter x Hunter.
Yes,
Damn.
Now, for a little bit of context, there was an arc called the Chimera Ant arc, right? One of my now I wasn't crazy about Gon. I'm gonna call it a spade a spade. I wasn't crazy about Gon. I like Killua, right? But the show in general, I just love how Hunter x Hunter worked.
especially the nin's power system. Long story short, there was an enemy, right? There was a chimera ant who was a op, who was really problematic. The name was Pito of this chimera ant. Pito was dangerous, right? Like they were spooked even encountering this ant. And then Pito killed Gon Man's Kite. When Kite dies, Gon internalized this. He held himself responsible. Like if I was stronger, he wouldn't have died. Facts. So once they go back to get their lick. Man, you return to the scene of the crime and you like, hey, yo, where the ops at? Gon wanted to smoke that Pito pack bad. Gon and Killua pull up. They pull up to the scene, see Pito healing the Kamugi or whatever. If you know, you know. This situation was awkward. This situation was very awkward because it was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at, right? Killua went to go ask Pito, like, what's going on, right? When he asked, like, hey, yo, Pito, he don't even get to finish his statement. It still is like, hey, yo, Pito, ... Gon looks at Killua, I'm asking the questions, and proceeds to look at Pito with a death glare. Now, I need you to understand this. But for this moment, Gon loved Killua was Gon man's, right? Like I firmly believe if Gon needed to sacrifice himself to save Killua, he would have before this moment, right? In this moment, in the most polite way, he told his man, shut the hell up. He said, I'm asking the questions. That statement showed me a transformation that I didn't think characters could go through. He told anger management gone. He said, Killua, I'm asking the questions. The implication behind that statement was, Killua, you don't need to talk. This is my mission, and I'm going to accomplish this. I don't even want to hear this thing speak. But if it's going to speak, it's going to be because I asked the question. That moment hit me hard. Now, lastly, this is probably one of my favorite moments in anime history, right? One of my favorite moments. Why it's one of my favorite moments is because what happened afterwards, right? But the message that was being provided when I was a young boy, I internalized this. Like, even to this day, I feel like it's true. But when he was saying it, I'm like, yo, he's spitting. Like, it's fire, right? Now, to sum it, he said a bunch of things, but to pull one line out to summarize the entirety of his message, the person I'm talking about in question is Pain from Naruto.
Okay.
He invaded the Leaf Village. He had multiple altercations. He did a lot of damage, right? But the thing that stood out to the most is he had a conversation with Tsunade, right? Basically told her, look, what I did here was kind of tragic, man. I'm gonna own that. But you give me the 9 tails, I got you in the future. All bad blood, I'm gonna put that behind us. Tsunade reaction, you just a terrorist. You just want to destroy the peace our forefathers created. Now, Pain's reaction is like, yo, y'all created that on the backs of innocent people. Like, I'm one of the innocent people you created it on the backs of. Like, you're not in it. What you think you're talking about is not the reality. Like, this is coming back full circle. And I'm telling you where this direction is headed. We can be teammates. You don't have to be antagonistic. Now, Tsunade justifiably like, nigga, you destroying everything here. Of course we're antagonistic. Now, the problem I got is she was talking. If we're going to negotiate, let's negotiate. Now, you don't want to negotiate with hostages, I get it. But if he's in your face, he an op that you pursue. You attack immediately. You don't negotiate. You don't have it both ways. If he an op, you attack. If you're negotiating, you talk. You can't, there's no middle ground there. That's where Tsunade messed up. So Pain's like, Tsunade says, we had our fair share of turmoil and our trauma, we suffered enough. Now Pain like, yo, you don't know what suffering is. But since you think you do, I'm about to show you. This man proceeded to levitate in the sky. I do not know why Tsunade didn't do anything to stop this man. But as he's levitating, he's giving a speech. He's telling the people, those who do not know pain will never know peace. That statement is something I fundamentally agree with on a personal level, right? If you don't know what it's like to lose something, it won't hold the same value. So when you apply that to peace, you need to know what it's like not to have peace to appreciate peace in its entirety. So when he was levitating to the sky, those who do not know pain will never know peace. And the fact that his name Pain was just like a double entendre, it was fire.
Don DeMarco,
Dom DeMarco. And that's the segment. I will conclude right there. Like he flew up into the sky. Boom. I ain't gonna hold you. That's like top 3 anime moments for me when he blew up the leaf.
I ain't gonna. It was literally shit. Like I can't even get that. Like he really just did the whole league dirty. Like he was like, yo.
That was listen. I blame Pain. Look, Pain is responsible because he did it. But I always think about it this way. Every other Kage, when there was an invader, tried to negotiate. When Obito invaded the leaf, Minato tried to negotiate. He said, before we get hostile, let's talk this out. When Orochimaru invaded the leaf, the third Hokage said, before this get hostile, let's talk this out. Other Kages tried to negotiate. When Madara invaded the leaf, Hashirama said, hey, yo, before this get hostile, let's negotiate. Every other Kage chose the path of least resistance until it got violent. Tsunade didn't do not. She healed the people that got harmed. Fire. That's what you're supposed to do as a medic. But in regards to the negotiation, if you weren't going to negotiate, you start off with the seal and start swinging on him. You don't then start. Oh, I don't agree with your stance because what you're doing is wrong. You're just a terrorist. Well, what you going? He right in front of you. The terrorist right in front of you. You just gonna talk to him? We just gonna have a friendly dialogue. I remember you. You were those kids, and you grew up to be this. You killed Jiraiya, yeah. And what? Then what?
Fight that nigga.
That's my biggest problem. You got two options: either you fight or negotiate. If you wasn't gonna negotiate, why you ain't fight? And if you wasn't gonna fight, why you ain't negotiate? Like I would have lined you. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Naruto to you.
Ain't nobody in that village that punched harder than her. She should have stole off rip.
She would have probably got obliterated though. She would have got obliterated.
But you know, Okage, you the first line of defense. I need to steal off with this nigga. Somebody.
She would have got obliterated outside of the village though. Like that would have been like almighty push.
All I'm saying, he was already going to do it.
Hey, Dean, you know what's worse? The leaf didn't have to get blown up. It was what she said that made Pain want to blow it up. Like when he found out where Naruto was at, he was gonna leave. But when Tsunade said, "Hey, yo, we had our fair share of trauma. Like we've been through what we've been through," and it's like you don't tell that to the person telling you your peace was established on the back of us. You don't tell me, "Hey, yo, you went through something." I know you went through something. You went through it on the back of us. So you don't tell me that. You don't tell the victim, like, I had trouble. Like, imagine. I don't even know where I could parlay that to, but I'm trying to think of a scenario. But like, if you tell somebody I've been through stuff, it's like if you went through it, like if you was like, hey yo, yeah, I was in the life of crime and all that, in the streets and all that. I'm like, I know, I'm one of the niggas you robbed. Now you telling me you ain't in the street anymore, but you stole 30,000 from my safe. Like what L I'm supposed to hold with that? Like what you expect me to do with that information? That I ain't in the streets no more. All you doing is bringing up bad memories. Nigga, you stole money from me. What am I supposed to do? Like,
as a real street ninja, you gotta understand as a real street ninja.
Yeah, nah, that's my problem though. That's why I want
that comeback is really gonna come in.
When people look back at the leaf getting blown up, they was like, oh yeah, Pain was drawn. I always look at that like, yeah, he was drawn, but Tsunade, she made that so much worse than it need to be. Like Minato would have been like, look, Pain, look. This is what we're gonna do. My son gonna smoke you. So we're gonna set that up when he ready, all right? I mean, we're gonna bring him to you. Pain wouldn't even have known he was at Mount Moaboku like, because once you infiltrate, it's like, that's who you want. That bet we got you. And then you send multiple. We're gonna have Kakashi, Mike, got everybody would have lined up. It wouldn't have been just Naruto. We'd have set him up. It would have been you strategize that situation out. You don't just wait.
Backdoor easy.
The wait and see approach when the nigga could blow your village up is not the one to use. That's all I'm saying. Now I know Dean don't like negotiating with terrorists, but
we don't negotiate with terrorists.
So if Lilith she got Izzy captive, what Daigo saying? It's like, nah, I don't want to fight.
Quan singing first. What are you talking about?
If I'm Lilith, I'm gonna say, hey yo, fighting ain't gonna do me no good. You could kill me. You'll never find out her location. We gotta negotiate for you to get her back. And she sent the random letters with all different letter sizes. The ransom note.
The ransom note.
If you want to see Izzy again, yeah man, you know the vibes.
Where she at then, nigga?
Ain't what you mean? I give you proof she alive. Here, say something, Izzy. Daigo, don't come. It's a trap. Nigga, you know
exactly how that been too.
Daigo, it's a trap. Guess where I'm going? Right there, nigga.
So, but I'm saying, if you was the leader of a village, though, if you was the leader of a people group, you don't evaluate or reassess that a little differently.
I would evaluate that a lot differently.
Me personally, I play along. I'm not following you. I'm not doing what you want me to do though.
I'd have been
set you up. That's my whole thing. I'm like, yeah. Oh, you want the 9 I got you. Follow me down this dark alleyway. Listen.
Facts.
He said. I put that on. He said, I swear to. What did he say? I swear to God. That's something. He said he was talking about boy. Disability. He said that's something I never disrespect, fam. He said, I swear to God, that's something I never disrespect, fam. This time I'm swearing on the left hand. Like, who was it? Nard evil too, though. Nard way evil. Like he was swearing to God while knowing he was lying. He was putting that on other people's life. He said, I swear to God, I put that on such and such life. I'm not lying. Knowing he was lying, dog.
I ain't mad at it. I put that on their live homies. That's what you gotta say,
like,
bro.
I put that on. I put that on Garson life. I'm not lying, bro. Like I put that on.
That's about to be a real move, dog. Start swearing on your enemies' lives.
I put that on Miss Brown life. I ain't lying, bro. Like I put that on everything, bro.
No, my 3rd grade teacher.
Yo, man, come on, man.
Definitely
Come on.
Teacher.
Like I put that on your life. I'm not lying. I put that on your life. No, he was lying though. He knew he was lying.
Yeah, that's bad, bro.
Yo, he crazy. Knowing he was lying. Evil. Yo, he evil, man. He way evil.
Nard evil. He'll let you know that he evil though. Like Nard does type of evil.
So Nard, that's
they the secret type evil. We don't let you know.
So King
Y'all
Oblivion
niggas are echo fighters of each other.
So King Oblivion gonna tell you what it is up front.
Yep.
You gonna pull up to his kingdom and he got blue flags on every corner. Like,
what?
He got midnight blue flags on every corner, letting you know, like checking you at the door.
Blue.
Yo, you a non-affiliate?
Even his rug blue.
And then a bull come in with a teal rag, and he like, who certified you? Who your big homie?
You came in with a great rag.
He got a sky blue rag on. Man, so
ain't the right set.
We got a Neptune rag, and he said, "Who jumped you in?" I don't believe.
I don't believe it, though, right? We done?
Nah, we got one more left. We got the favorite English dub, John.
Do it next time.
Oh, wow. He said I'm running out of energy. That's basically what I heard.
I just want to go fucking 3.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, it's literally 3 a.m. at the moment. What time?
Definitely started.
I said, what time did we start?
Like
1.
This recording going on for an hour 43, but
God damn.
We ain't start. We got on at like 11 something, but we ain't start like recording until like 1 something. So
I was recording like when I first came in. Y'all talk about Naruto versus One Piece. I was recording that. I'm putting it on the. I'm putting it on the.
He gonna sneak
Oh,
up on
man.
that shit.
They might get us for that one. They might
Yeah,
get us
for
for that
real.
one.
We was going in on that.
Jay and Z back and forth. Naruto, One Piece.
I ain't giving my best arguments though, but
I didn't
When we
either.
get
It was not-
established,
it was
that's
not
gonna be
Naruto.
one of the Patreon exclusives when we get established.
I feel like I didn't utilize enough character.
They're gonna cook me in the comments then, because I ain't get my best arguments for Naruto. Like I would have told him about the fights. Like I would have started with the fights. I'm like, yo, give me a fight. What fight is better than Sasuke versus Naruto?
Oh, we gotta do a Naruto versus One Piece fight battle.
No, you can't do that because Naruto wins. Naruto wins.
That's what I'm saying. It's not really a good.
When it comes down to fighting Naruto,
I will give One
boxing-wise,
Piece. They
Naruto
got
wins
better.
boxing.
One Piece got better character introductions and character like that. They bring out more out of their characters than Naruto does their characters. But if we get into the fights, you ain't got no Naruto versus Sasuke's.
No,
You just don't.
Oh,
And you really can't have
I'm
one.
seeing clips and shit like.
no,
You
they
got
I
some fire clips. You
They
got
got some fire hits.
Some free
But
sword
Those
style.
be
Yeah,
like
Zoro.
those-
I'm telling Zoro be
It's cold.
holding down One
Hold on.
Piece.
Zoro when he took Luffy pain on the
Oh, that's
on,
iconic.
That was
Yeah,
fire
bro.
too. When he took all the
Bro,
pain when
Yo,
stood up
when
like
he had
this.
the beer fear
Nothing.
as a nigga
Yeah.
who's never seen One Piece before, and I seen that scene, I'm like, the fuck? These niggas guessing this scene? He just standing there.
bro, when he took a little bit of that pain, bro, that nigga felt like he had bullets in him.
Bro, that
nigga felt
shit,
weird.
that shit is so
He was fucking
mean.
him up.
that was
bro.
sturdy. That
He
was
was fucking
sturdy.
him up.
That was sturdy.
And then-
I wasn't mad at that.
Sanji ran up on him and said, "What happened?" Nothing.
Nothing,
Nigga,
nigga.
eyes bloodshot red. Nigga, blood coming out.
Ain't nothing happened.
I've seen everything.
You the one bugging. Like nigga, I'm good. You good? You good? I'm good. But that Zoro be holding down One Piece. But
Zoro the hardest nigga in One Piece.
but this is a problem though. For every one of Zoro fights, you got a couple of them Naruto Jones. Like you, man,
Yes.
that was just one. Like
And the thing is, when it come down to it, Naruto side character fights is better than a lot of One Piece main
like
characters.
Naruto and Sasuke fought twice, and both their fights was that was it.
Even when he popped up on that nigga doing that, when he about to put that, you know what I mean, through Sakura, that was a hard ass moment in the anime.
Like
He's about,
I'm
but he
trying to think.
remember we about to Chidori Sakura?
Like Kakashi and Obito.
On the water, John.
Yeah, in the water zone.
Kakashi and Obito.
That was a nice ass taijutsu mix. You can't
Just what?
fire
No,
it up.
no. It
You're
wasn't
not gonna
just
be A1.
Taijutsu mix. The character element, how they paralleled that when it was a young boy.
Yeah, even the game
No,
made that fire.
What if One
That
Piece
shit
gave
was
me one of
tight.
them? If One Piece gave me one of them, it's cheap fiction.
I feel like One
how?
Piece can't do that
How would it?
because
though?
it can't because One Piece don't have the every person that was cold in One Piece gets nerfed. They kill them all. They immediately kill them off. Anybody who's A1
You
star.
just need one of them.
Wait,
You
so
just
do
need
the,
one of them.
all right, hold on. So
What you mean?
when the villains lose, do they die? Or do they do
Some
the
of them.
generic eyes roll behind their heads?
They get booked.
They get booked. They get.
Oh, they get booked.
They get booked.
Well, besides the Nell, I don't know what happened to Nell. No, literally, that nigga was OP as fuck, and it just vanished.
I think he flew to a different planet. I read something where he flew to it, not a different planet. He flew to a different destination. Like he lost the fight to Luffy, but he was still on his boat, keeping it pushing. The fight
Okay,
Luffy
good.
and him had was over whether or not he get to kidnap Nami, but it wasn't really like he.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was gonna kidnap him
He was about
No.
that.
because he was
And-
drawn. He was drawn. He was like he was horny.
When it comes, and now, Nell was on. Nell was. If Nell would have practiced hockey, because he would have been like on Emperor level abilities, and it would make no sense as to why he lost.
I think he is.
Nell-
He definitely wasted potential though, because after I
wasted
saw the Skypiea arc, you never saw him again, or at least I never saw
Ever.
him again, and it was like 500.
No, he's not even
episodes later.
mentioned. He's not even mentioned.
And
Okay.
then the problem with him not being mentioned is that he didn't die, he didn't get booked, he didn't get incarcerated, he didn't get lost. He was on the flying. First of all, he had a flying ship powered by
The only
him.
other,
Way better.
the only
Bro,
other person
he
who was
had
shit.
an airship?
It's way
There's only one
better
other
than
person who had a
every
flying
ship.
ship. The only person who could do that was Shiki.
He had a flying ship.
I don't know if y'all know
flying
who Shiki
Dutchman, nigga. He was in his Duffy, and that was alright.
It was a
long
hard
ass
character.
Then he lost L. Rip Bozo.
He lost the fight on
He
Them
lost.
earlobes is critical.
I
Earlobes
mean,
is critical.
the corny thing they did was they had him lose to Luffy because his power was electricity. So
You
I'm
ain't never
guessing
seen that.
Dean thinks Killua can't do nothing to Luffy then. That's the reality that Dean thinks.
No, he cannot.
Why do I think that? Why you said it's like far better than
Because
me?
Luffy rubber. Luffy
He could.
rubber.
He literally
You
couldn't
know-
even punch.
You know, lightning
Because
don't work
Luffy
on rubber.
cannot. Even blunt objects really don't hurt. Blunt
So,
objects.
physical attacks don't work.
No,
lightning
unless you
don't
use
work.
My thing about this shit about Luffy is if he's this OP, how is he like? What's the show about?
Huh?
He's not OP because everybody else knows.
One, he get lost.
He becomes some Wukong.
He
That's
gets
literally what
lost.
happened.
So
He's
not
becoming
where he
Wukong.
needs to be immediately.
That nigga got so lost he collabed with Dragon Ball.
So
And Dean, you
So
got the
he's
other
like
thing. You got
Tommy.
hockey. You got hockey. So the world energy there's a way you could do damage to anybody.
okay, then my nigga, kill that hockey then. Fuck you talking about, nigga?
He
Smoke
ain't
nigga.
from there.
He's not.
Smoke hockey pack, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Get in the podcast, nigga. Smoke them.
Nah,
little
he
pack,
ate
nigga.
the lightning.
Smack the fuck out that
Exactly,
nigga.
nigga. Yeah, alright.
Luffy
We got
can smack
plasma,
all
nigga.
right.
We go against plasma, nigga.
Luffy can
I
smack
mean,
that
I
nigga.
don't think Luffy. I don't know how fast you think Luffy is though.
I fuck with
in
Killua,
Gear
but
4.
I don't give a fuck how
Gear
fast
5.
he is, nigga. We go against plasma, nigga.
My rebuttal is bring the fight to the ocean and none of them doing nothing. Bring the fight to the ocean. And the world like 80% water anyway.
Kaido whoop his ass in the ocean.
Who?
Kaido.
We have to look into that.
Nigga, the nigga Kaido is trying to
investigate it.
literally Kaido's whole plot in life is to die. He wants to die.
He just like me. Oh my god.
Lose to Luffy though, so like, what you talking about?
He what?
Hey, fuck.
He just like
He said what?
No, I would say this though, right? Well, at least with Kaido is like, well, he ain't never see, man.
He's going
He
to
ain't
lose to Luffy.
He ain't
bro.
fight nobody that could kill him. So obviously,
He gotta lose
ain't
Luffy.
that many
That's how
niggas
power-
that could. He ain't fight that nigga that could kill him.
No nigga is. Kaido has been captured multiple times, but he's not been killed. That nigga is literally unkillable. They've tried.
Did he
got
try
killer
jumping
people
in the
and he just
ocean?
ain't that boy yet.
Even him jumping, bro. The nigga jumped from Sky P into the ocean.
Damn. And what? He swam out?
No, his team had to go get that nigga from out the ocean because he. The nigga broken, bro. He don't make no
funny as
damn
shit.
Nigga, so
I
that-
almost
Yeah,
want to
that's
watch
his
the show
objective
for
is to
that
die,
nigga,
dude.
but
But
I
he
already
nigga
know
was
they going
not
home.
Kill him.
Not literally the nigga. The only person that ever wanted that nigga was this the bull from he was in
he
Even
can't
White Beard-
He can't hold the breath. He can't do that.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
the
saying.
nigga just
You
don't-
can't just
it don't
hold
Nah,
matter.
that.
that's like that's
He
like
don't
telling
die.
Kratos to hold his breath.
Just hold his breath. Yeah, no, obviously Kaido ain't just he ain't meet the right one. That's all. As soon as he
I
meet
almost want to watch the show for that nigga, but I know he's gonna.
You know he's gonna get what?
I'm a pass judgment. I know he's gonna get hold somehow.
Yes, that's how they do every character.
Yeah.
Gumu no punch. Then he gonna die.
Yeah, I'm a pass
Now,
judgment.
we ain't gonna get no
on that.
Gama Gama no.
I already learned my lesson.
That's that's really my only one. That's like my biggest beef with One Piece. They just somebody gotta get hands, man. Somebody gotta learn how to fight. Like they don't know how to fight. Like,
I agree.
yeah, man. That's all. Give him one of them. Give him one of them, and then we talking about something like.
I always say this. Only reason I give One Piece over Naruto is because I like One Piece story. However, if you want to talk about who's the better shonen, I believe Naruto is the better shonen.
Like they really got hands. Like, and then if you're not gonna have hands, like you gotta be able to like put the fight like it. You gotta do something with that. Cause Netero and Miriam had a crazy fight, and there wasn't.
Shit was tough.
Like that. Like you gotta be able to like if you gonna dance around it, it gotta be like danced around. Like you. It can't be. It just can't be Gatling gun.
They jumped that nigga though. Killua Grandpa came out of nowhere with that dragon shit. Say, yeah, nigga, we gonna fuck this nigga up.
Netero. That was on That was Miriam fault for underestimating humans to begin with. Like he thought he was so above it all. Had he realized what humans was capable of, he would have like nah. Somebody.
Who expecting a nigga to have a 25 kill streak in their back pocket?
Yeah, I thought about
that. You don't know what niggas' abilities is. Like if you're in the world with special powers, you don't walk down the dark alleyway. Huh?
That was not an ability. Like,
That nigga had a nuke.
But you don't know what a nigga nin ability is though. Like if somebody if you went to Aluka and said, "Yo, I wish for Miriam to be dead," he would have
Wouldn't
been
work.
he would have been dead. So like you
I don't
you
got
know
that
what a
working.
nigga nin ability is.
I actually don't got
If
that
you
working.
Miriam, if you Miriam and you like, hey yo, who this young boy going who getting angry out here? Who you think you talking to? And then he grow up in front of your face and then
he grow up in your face.
he grow up in your face. You like, what the hell? How did young boy just do all this? And you don't know
He
who
was,
the
he
nigga
was like
is.
2 weeks old, bro. He's 2 weeks old. He had a lot to learn.
Then
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I love Miriam. I don't like he wanted him for real. I'm saying for his statement regarding them jumping Miriam is Miriam should have handled it. He shouldn't have been looking at humans as a livestock to begin with. That was the biggest issue. Like the moment you say, hey, yo, humans, they belong to me, they my food. It's like who you
We're not yours to own.
That would have been half your head from a tail swipe.
You're like, hey, you know who you talking about? You talking about humans. Like you wildin'. You wildin'.
Chimera answer ranked a D level threat in Hunter x Hunter.
Because of the new continent or the new world. But apparently, well, do y'all know? Did y'all?
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I know a little bit about that.
That other.
They call it like 7 calamities on that job.
Yeah, it's a whole nother world. All right, that's it, guys. That was the 3rd episode of the TQ podcast. Catch us next time.
Every Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Or is it? Don't forget the
Unless
plugs.
it's on a skip week.
What the fuck?
It's like that. Because you know how like February, the 29th, like it introduces the new day. That new day is in between Monday and Tuesday.
What the fuck? That's not how it works.
I don't even know what he talking about.
I never watched the iCarly episode when she told boy he came out with a new number. To me, that is hilarious.
Like, comment, subscribe. We out. Peace.
Like, comment, subscribe. Deuces.
Take it easy.